we use the slope-intercept form. We determine the slope and y-intercept, we graph the linear function, and we wrote the linear equation. Recall the slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Look at the equation, the linear equation, y equals negative 1 over 3 x plus 2. The y-intercept, well, in place of the b is a 2. Our y-intercept is 0, 2. The slope in place of the m is negative a third. Our slope is negative a third. To graph the line, we will first plot the y-intercept. We'll plot 0, 2. This is where the line hits the y-axis. Then we will use the slope of negative a third to find the second point. We will fall 1 unit. And we will run 3 units. And this gives us a second point. Now we will draw a line through points and see if we can locate a third point on the line. The third point on the line, well, we'll choose this one right here. Coordinates seem to be negative 3, 3. Let's verify that point's on the line. Y equals negative a third, x plus 2. We'll replace the y with a 3 and the x with a negative 3. When you multiply two negatives, you get a positive. Notice the 3's cancel. So we're left with 1 plus 2, which equals 3. Yes, 3 equals 3. This third point is on our line.
Ooh, with that.
Describe the y-intercept in the equation and write how to locate it on a graph.
Alright, like I said, only assignments and the quiz round. That was too much wasting time earlier. We learned our lessons with, old age and stuff. A service instructor has an initial fee of $12 and charges $8 per hour for lessons. Okay. Always and forever, we haven't gone over this. Your y-intercept represents your one-time charge. Represents the one-time charge, not the recurring. So must be $12. And alright, it is located at I don't know what to say, 0 to 12. But it's the charge before you do anything. Explain how to determine the y-intercept is and where's okay. So that's it right there. Sure. Yep. Are we talking about that already? The y-intercept in slope intercept form is b, which is yeah, we knew that. We know that. All right. Go, let's do it.
Read the word problem and write a linear equation that represents the scenario.
Alright, I love this stuff because this is like, it's like, you gotta know this. It's just so important. Always y. Whoa. If I zoom in, look what happens. It's always y. Now we want our m. Okay, m is the slope. We want to zoom out a little bit, huh? Can we zoom out a little bit? Zoom out a little. I like it right there. Alright, so then it's going to be plus your B or the one-time charge or the y-intercept, okay? It's all the same. Like, in fact, slopes and y-intercepts are called lots of different things. You just have to, try to learn all the words we use. And they tell us information here, right? So notice how the m is 8. So we can just rewrite this. Y equals 8. They're using x, so we're just going to use x. Oop, I should put the x right there. And then what's their b? And they say the one-time charge is 12, or the y-intercept is 12. So that is the key. Y equals 8x plus 12.
Use the equation of the surf instructor's total cost to find the total amount the instructor makes in 1 month from his 2 students.
Sure. Which is represented by the equation y equals 8x plus 12, where x is the number of hours and y is the total cost. The instructor gives 32 hours of lessons a month to Sandra and 24 hours of lessons a month to Bella, which is the total amount an instructor makes in a month. So they give you the math for Sandra. There's a couple strategies we could use here. Well, like, they already did 32, so we just have to do the same thing with 24. I would say, obviously, but we could also just do the same thing and just put 32 and 24 together. I mean, that's less steps, if that makes sense. But let's just follow. We already know that for 32 hours, it's going to be 268. We were told that, so we can kind of keep that and add the 24 later. So what we have here is we have y equals, and we're just using their formula, right? Sorry, $8 an hour times 24 hours plus $12. So y equals, what's 8 times 24? Kind of bubbly. 2 carry the 3, 16, 19, right? Alright, so 192 plus 12. 192 plus 12 is let's see, that's 202, 204 dollars. So let's come up here and $204, and that's 217 and 478. That doesn't make sense. That is a 2. Alright, let's triple check my bad handwriting. 8 plus 4 is 2. Carry the 17. Yes. Almost lost that there.
When given the slope and y-intercept of a line, describe how to draw the line on a graph.
Oh, well. Put a point at the y-int at 0, 12. Notice I'm just taking the positive 12 straight from the equation right here. Okay. Then you would go right 1 space and up 8 and put another point and then draw a line, and then connect the points for a line. That's how I would do it. Yes. Up 1, right, exactly what I said. Draw a line. Yep. Verify the equation by testing an additional point. I didn't say that. Should I be honest? No, I'm not being honest, because the whole point. Well, yeah, that's a good idea, but I'm so good at this, and you're going to be so good at this. You should definitely remember to verify by using another point.
Use the graph of the new instructor's rates to determine the y-intercept.
For the new year, the instructor is thinking of changing his rates. The equation of the possible new rates is represented in the graph. Whoa. What is the y-intercept of the new instructor's new rates? Well, see where this y right here, this point right here? That's my guess. Let me just double check, because I get arrogant sometimes and get sloppy. The equation of the possible new rates is represented in the graph. Alright. That looks about it to me.
The surf instructor saved money to rent an apartment. Identify which graph represents the equation of the instructor paying rent.
Never save to pay rent, people. We want to save our money to buy property so that we get rich and we're old and we can surf for free. Well, think about it this way. The instructor has saved $3,500, right? That's a one-time cost, right? Look, he rents an apartment that costs $275 a month. The $275 is recurring, right? Okay, so if they've saved $3,500 a month, what we want to do is we want to find the y-intercept with $3,500. If you look here, this is above, because this is not on the line. There's $3,500 here, so it's right here. So without even using the second information. Oh, it hesitated. I thought I was wrong. My God. Trying to kill me, Smalls.
Use the information of the instructor's monthly rent to verify if a point would be on the equation of the line. Explain.
Oh, well, here, what we have to do is he correct? Explain. Well, look, why don't we do it and then we'll explain, because that makes more sense in my world. Alright, so the equation, right, is y equals 3,500 minus 275 a month, right? Because remember, he started with 3,500, he's paying 275 a month. So, I mean, the very definition. Never mind. I'm not talking about rent right now. We're talking about math. Okay, so all we have to do when they give you a point and they want you to test it, and this is going to be a little complicated, but all you have to do is stick in the x, which is 6, plug it in, okay? And it's, after we do all the math, it has to equal the other coordinates. See, 6, 1850, it has to equal 1850, because remember, this is our x, this is our y. So if we use this x, it has to come out with this y. So 3,500 minus 275m. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not m, it's 6. Okay. I should write smaller or over here more, right? Alright, what is 275 times 6? Uh, 15, right? Minus 1350. Alright, now we can see for our next step we have to subtract these two, so I'm going to just go down here because I write too big. 1350. Almost had another bad handwriting error. 0 minus 0, 10 minus 5, 4 minus 3, 3 minus 2, 2150. Now I'm going to sit here and say, no, that's not a point. I hope I'm right. But it says, is he correct? I'm going to say no. Explain how to check the point on a line. So what do we do, right? All we did was we wrote the equation, plugged in the point 6, 1850, and it came out wrong. Not plug, but plugged. We plugged. Let's correct it. We plugged to the point 6, 1850 and the output did not, the outputs, when I say outputs I mean the y's, did not match. Write the equation. Yes, except I wrote it the other way. Substitute x and y values. We did that. Oh, look, and I got it wrong. This time I'm going to be honest and just hit done. Where's my math mistake? I bet it's right here. 30. Carry the 3. Oh, that's a 7! See, I treated that as a, see, it's my handwriting, I'm telling you. I multiplied this like it was a 2 and it's a 7. Alright. Next.
Use the graph of the instructor's friend's savings for renting an apartment to find the Y-intercept slope and equation.
Okay, so right off the bat, 3,000. And now we're gonna put all those lessons together. But you see how this is going up 2 and this goes down 550. And just to make this clear, this is actually going back to that first 2 lessons we had as 8th grade a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Our first point is 3,000. Our second point is 22450. This is how I do it, but this is that slope formula. Looks like this. This is how I do it because it's the same thing, and just like I just stack the points on top of each other, so it's easier to subtract. 0, 5. That's a 9, right? 5. So here's 550. See that? And now what's a 0, a minus 2? 0 minus 2 is negative 2. And remember, I was writing y, and I was writing x, and I was putting 550 over 2, which negative, which equals negative 275. Y equals negative 275x plus 3,000. Oh my god! I got that one wrong, and they gave me 100. I guess they can't read my writing, I guess. All right, test time. Adriana writes the equation y equals 2x plus 4 to represent a line graph. Henry writes an equation that has an intercept that is 1 unit lower on the graph but has the same slope. Well, the slope is 2. They have the same slope. And 4 minus 1 is 3, right? And why do I know to subtract 1? It says lower. So 4 minus 1 lower is 3. What is Henry's equation? Henry's equation, okay. And I can't reset my own test scores, people. I don't even get to look at myself. I was upset about that. I gotta like pay super attention. Alright, which is the graph of the linear equation? This is the best thing ever. Okay, look. Automatically, just go right here to this B. This minus 2. That's a plus 2. That's a plus 1. That's a minus 2. That's a minus 2. So it's got to be one of these bottom two. And then our slope is a half, which basically, if I haven't done this yet with you guys, actually I did pull a lot of 8th graders to my table that one time. But when you have a slope that's 1/2, okay, the bottom tells you how many right or left. If it's negative, go left. If it's positive, go right. And then the top tells you to go up or down. Oops. Ugly down. If it's negative, you go. I'm sorry. You can only apply this negative sign one time. But if it's negative, you go down. If it's positive, you go up. So watch. See how this is positive? Basically, this is telling you to go right 2, up 1. That's your slope right there. Magic, huh? Now look. If we go down, minus 2. Minus 2, minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. Look at this one. From here, does this go right to up 1? Yes, it does. Does this go right to up 1? No, it does not. Eric earns a weekly salary and a commission on each item that he sells. Commission is like a little bonus. It's a little extra. The equation y equals 10x plus 50 represents the amount of money that Eric earns weekly. Bailey earns greater weekly salary than Eric, but the same commission rate. Which graph could represent the amount of money that Bailey earns weekly y based on the number of items sold x? Okay, this problem is complicated because it's too wordy. Basically, Eric and Bailey have the same salary, right? The same amount of money they earn weekly. Think about it. What is this? What does that mean? Is a salary changing, or does it stay the same every week? Right? It stays the same. No. Yes. A salary is the same every week. So what's the same thing every week? Right? It's this y-intercept. Okay. So if Eric's salary is 50, can this be Bailey's? No, because they have the same salary. This could be Bailey's because it's 50. Nope. 75. Yep. 50. Okay, now. Eric, let's see, Bailey earns greater. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, we know this one. I got those backwards, but that's still correct. No. Sorry. Bailey earns greater salary, so his y is bigger than plus 50. So I'm sorry, we're gonna destroy that. Not 50. Could be 75. Can be 50. Gotta be 75. Okay. Now they both earn the same commission. Okay, so both have the same slope. So that means if Eric's slope is 10, Bailey's slope is 10. So Bailey has to be 10. So look, this goes right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, goes up 50. Is that 10? Is 5 times 10 50? I feel like that's too fast, so let me do it over here. If we're looking at this, we're going to count to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I counted, I counted right, so that's positive 5. And now over here, we're going to go from this point, from 75 up to 125. What's 125 minus 75? 7 is 50, right? So, is 50 divided by 5 10? Question mark. Yes, sir. Check marks. So this could be it, and it probably is the answer because we can only have one correct answer on these dot ones. And if we look here at this one goes over 1 up 25. And if I were to demonstrate, if he goes right 1 up 25, that's not 10. Let me just make sure I marked it. Make sure there's no hidden stuff. Next. Alright, Carrie correctly graphs a linear function. The slope of the function is -1. Which is Carrie's graph? Okay, so I'm ignore this right now. But -1 means it goes down. Like negative means the line's going down like this. So this could be it. This can be it. This is going up. This is going up. This is going down. Does this... Alright, let's see how it's -1? So it's got to go down 1, right 1. That makes sense. Or it's got to go right 1, down 1. Same thing. Does this graph cross at +3? Y-intercept is 3 means does it pass... crossover at y equals 3. Y, 3, this is it. Double check this one down here. No, this one crosses at -1. So, not it. Next. Sorry, drink of water. Alright, which statements accurately describe how to determine the y-intercept and the slope of a graph? Well, we know this, folks. Let's just check our knowledge. To find the y-intercept, begin at the origin and move horizontally to the graph line. Okay, if you were trying to find the y-intercept, would you start here and move horizontally? Do you find the y-intercept by moving horizontally? No, you find it by moving up or down. So that word's called vertically. To find the y-intercept, begin at the origin and move horizontally. To find the y-intercept, begin at the origin and move vertically. This could be it. To find the y-intercept, begin at the origin and move vertically. These could be it, right? Alright, now, since it's part 2. To find the slope, use 2 ordered pairs on the line and substitute in the equation y2 minus y1 over x2 minus... So I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to check this one just in case. Blah, blah, blah. Slope, ordered pairs, line, substitute. Look at the equation. What's wrong with this? X's should not be on top. X's, see right here. Y is on top, X is on bottom. Click, next. God, I love these questions. All right, what is this? What is the slope of the y-intercept? Again, slopes are complicated sometimes. So when you're going this direction, I would say just go to the y-intercept. See how this crosses at 4? Okay, no. Yes. No. Yes. So it's between it's between the second one and the fourth one. So we gotta go to the slope, right? How do you find slope? We already did it. We just gotta do rise over run. And our options are 2 and 4. But, remember, if I could write on the paper, I would. Just draw yourself a fraction line and go over here and count. Let's see, let's go from here to this 4, right? So 1, 2, we went right 2. Ah. Alright, I believe we're back. I believe we're back. I believe we're back. Alright, I'm gonna continue as if we are back. Yes. Okay. Alright, where are we at? I just found a bit. Yes. Alright, the slope of a line is 2. The y-intercept is -6. Which statements accurately describe how to graph the function? Locate the ordered pair. Locate the ordered pair 0, -6. Okay, I would do that. From that point on the graph, move up to right 1. No, because remember, the slope... Nope, that's correct, that's correct, that's correct. To locate the next ordered pair on the line, draw a line. Okay, I would do that. Locate 0, -6. Yes, from that point, move up to left 1. I would not do that. These say locate the ordered pair -6, 0. No, because -6 is a x. I mean, sorry, this is an x right here. And the y-intercept is clearly -6. The y value is -6, so it can't be that. 0, -6. Right, good. Alright. Ooh, that's hard to read. I hope you guys have better, like, quality than that. That's terrible. Alright. At breakfast, the restaurant charges $2 for the first cup of orange juice, and then $1 for each refill. Which graph represents this situation? Okay, so once again, what's the initial charge? What's the first charge? What is the one-time fee, right? It's this $2. So we have to go find the y that equals 2. It doesn't hit here, it hits at 1. It hits at 1. It hits at 2. It hits at 2. And you guys are wondering why I click it as soon as I get one that could be right. It kind of prevents me from like what if I forget to select an answer? Well, at least I've selected something, and if I forget, I still have a small chance of getting it right. Alright, and then let's go find more information. And so it says then $1 for each refill, right? So every time I get a refill, it's going to be $1 more. So we have to come back down here and test this. If I go right 1, does this graph go up 1? That's a no. I go right 1, I go up 1. It's not there. This one I go right 1, I go up 1. See how it's right there? Boom. I'm going to take that one. Alright, love these, I love these, I love these. What is the slope of y-intercept? Okay, so look. Again, when you're going this way, when they ask you this kind of question, just skip the slope, go to y-intercept. And that's at 1, right? So it can't be 4. I mean, it can be 1. It can't be 4. It can be 1. It can't be 4. And now let's go up. And here's kind of like a... Do you think this is going down 4? Or do you think this is going down by a quarter? Because that's our options. It's -1/4 or -4. Remember, after a while you'll be able to see this. If you don't already see it. But you can just draw your fraction. And come over here and start from here. Do I have to go down or up to get to the next point? Well, I've got to go down 1, right? So here's down 1. Alright, so let's go down 1. And from here, to get to the line, do I go right or left? Got to go right. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. And so look, the slope is -1/4. Boom. Y-intercept 1, -4. Which linear equation has a slope of 3? God, I love these. Alright, so this is easier than the last one. So a slope of 3, right? +3. Could be that one, could be that one, can't be that one, can't be that one. Y-intercept, -2. That's a +2. Gotta be that one. Dab on them HE double hockey sticks, or whatever it's called. Being appropriate by right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor. And you two can be awesome one day if you two practice your slopes.